Hello and welcome to printworxs. This video gives you a brief crash course in print quoting using printworxs cloud software. There are 5 steps to print quoting in our software. First, you'd add a print quote, then you'd add and edit quantity information, add sections to those quantities, edit the section details, and then save and clone. Let's cover some concepts quickly. In our system, a customer quote is the main holder of information, and it is the document that goes to your clients. It's where your customer information sits, and within a customer quote you can have many different variations or print quotes. So our screen would look like that. Your print quotes is where you have your many different quantities on the quote. You can see on the tab at the bottom there's a print quote with its description, and if you were to open that screen up, you would then see the many different quantities that sit inside that particular variation of the print quote. Step 1 to work in our system would be to add a new print quote. Simply click on the New button, add your new print quote, capture your description and other header information about the quote, your special instructions which would go on the job, or your description for the client. You can also select a finished size from a pre-configured list that comes with the software. You can add your own sizes into this list, or you can simply override the depth and width on the quote itself. Step 2 would be to add a quantity onto this quote. So you'd click on the New button. Now there's 2 sub-steps within adding a quantity. The first is to pick your quantity template, which is something that holds the markups and high-level costing information and discount information for your quote. Once you've picked that, you then simply enter the quantity amount. So for this example, that would be 500. Once you've done this, you would then move on to step number 3, which is adding the sections to your quantity. So you click New and then Section and pick from your list that is pre-configured in the software. If something is missing or you need to configure your own sections, you can simply use the New button at the bottom of the screen. Once you've picked it, it adds it onto the list. You can also, at this point in your quote, add things like dispatch, finishing, outwork, or pre-press. To edit the section details, open up the screen and then click on the New button to add your press, your guillotine, and your substrate or paper. These are the 3 minimum things required for a digital quote in our system in order for it to calculate. And you'll see, once I've added the paper, that the cost and the total starts to calculate with the pre-configured markups that I've put in my system. Then, last step would be to save by clicking on the OK button and then finally on the Save button, which looks like a small save disk. But hey, wait, I said something about cloning earlier on. Well, you can clone every saved customer quote that you have in your system. And it's as simple as hitting the clone button that you see at the top of the screen there. You can also clone the print quotes that are within each quote. Thanks for watching.